Trash is exactly how I have felt the last few days. Hey, but that's okay. I have a package that I have been wanting to get open. This is going to be one of those really awesome comic cover moments that you're just simply not going to want to miss. And I say that this is a comic book cover, but if I'm being completely honest with you, I really don't know because Entertainment Earth like sporadically sends stuff and then their emails. You know what I'm talking about. And as you can see, the studio is still not put back together. I know. I'm going to get working on it, but I caught some bug from one of my daughters, and I've been a little under the weather lately. I mean, it's been like this whole like it's a different conversation for a totally different day. I believe that I know what this is. I'm hoping that I know what this is, but we know that Entertainment Earth sometimes ship things kind of sporadically. Not that that's a huge issue if you're keeping up with your emails, but I have this problem with like keeping up with my emails and knowing exactly which one of them's coming in versus which one of them is not coming in. Is this the Batman? This is. So this is exactly what I thought it was. This is going to be the DC comic cover number 2. Now I'm saying DC because it seems like Marvel and DC totally went off in some different like direction when it came to what they were doing with them. And as you can hear, my voice is still a little messed up, but that's okay. Look, I want to let's see what this thing looks like. So this is number 2 out of the group. I love the fact that this is going to be Action Comics number 1, or at least I think this is Action Comics number 1. It actually says Batman on the top of it, but I don't think that they started off with Batman. I think they started off with Action Comics, or maybe this is the first Batman comic after Action Comics. I'm not 100% sure, and if you know, throw a comment right down below and let the rest of us know. I believe that this is going to be Action Comics though, and look, I could be totally off in left field somewhere. I really love the way they put these things in this display. The box on them has gotten a little better. Look, they still need to put those plastic windows in there. They're still missing those plastic windows as far as, look, that's the way I feel about it. You need those plastic windows if you're going to be an in-the-box collector. If you're not going to be an in-the-box collector and you're going to take this thing out and you're going to fold it up and you're going to sit it somewhere and then you're going to try and hang this on the wall somehow perfectly, because hanging this thing on the wall somehow perfectly is going to be really tough because of the way they have the brackets in there. I don't know if you've ever tried to get 2 brackets at the same time. It's not an easy task. Maybe if you use like some command strips or something like that, but then you're risking, I don't know. Let's get this thing out of this sleeve though and see what it looks like, because I got to get this cellophane off. I have discovered if you don't get the cellophane off of them, or at least poke holes in them at minimum, that back cardboard piece that you see in there is going to start to buckle, and when it starts to buckle, it just kind of, to me, messes up the whole ambiance, the whole display of it. To me, just kind of gets messed up at that point, and it just doesn't work. And there was a little while that I was poking holes in them, but then I decided that poking holes in them really wasn't enough. So now I'm just taking it completely out of the wrapper because I just think that it looks better. Let's see this guy outside of the wrapper. This thing is really, really cool. Now, if you're going to put a bunch of these beside each other on your wall, I would love to see what your display looks like. Maybe at some point I might do something like that, but I'm still just not sure how I feel about putting these on the wall. It's going to be kind of tough to get these guys on the wall together. I promise you, this is going to be a difficult one to do, but this one is really cool. I am really happy that I got to add this one to my collection. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, even though you could tell my voice is messed up and I'm a little under the weather. But before we get out of here, look, I think some of y'all might know this, but I have a grandbaby, so I'm a grandfather. I guess technically I'm a grandfather. I feel kind of young to be a grandfather, but that's neither here nor there. Here lately, I've been able to get her to talk, and let me see if I can get her to talk real quick. Well, tell me.
Tell me. Always giving me the business.